Lambert. Thanks for tuning into the Vintage Vehicle Show. One of the great things about what I do is I find myself in such fun situations. Well, today I'm having a fun situation here in a 1943 Beechcraft Staggerwing with my good buddy Signe Kiesel. Signe, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Lance. Thank you so much for taking me up. This is awesome.
Well, thanks a lot for coming along. And where we are going is Lambert, California, to the Cal Rods Hot Rods and Airplanes Championships. It is a really fun car show there in Lambert, California. We are headed that direction, and you're going along with us. So are you ready, Signe?
I am more than ready. This is great. Thank you so much.
Okay, hope you enjoy it. Stay aboard. Arch, this is a pretty cool ride you got here. Tell us about it.
This is a 1937 model Beechcraft Staggerwing built in 1943 for the U.S. Navy. We went to Oshkosh in 2000. We won Outstanding Closed Cockpit Biplane in the World War II era. We were very proud of that.
Well, speaking of winning, little something here. I understand that our good buddy Tom Bruner from the Cal Rods has something that he wants to say to you here. Come on up here, Tom. How you doing?
Real fine, real fine. Beautiful day. Thanks for coming out today, Lance.
Thanks for arranging this all for us. So the rumor is that there's a little something here for Arch.
Yes, Arch, you have won this beautiful award here. We're very excited.
Archie, this congratulations on behalf of the Cal Rods. This is the best airplane of show. This is actually an original artwork that came from that was used on all our promotional material. And congratulations, and we hope to see you again many times.
Well, thank you very much. I'm real proud to get this. We have gotten a few other awards, but original artwork you don't usually get. So thank you very much, especially coming from Cal Rods. All those beautiful cars over there, some of which I used to own.
All right, well, that's the airplane portion of it, but let's go take a look at a few cars, okay? You ready?
I'm ready. I'm more than ready.
All right, let's go. I'm walking along, and the first thing that catches my eye is some very unusual headlights, and then I look a little farther back, and it's a 12-cylinder Jaguar motor. Bob, this is a very unusual car. You have a beautiful car, but a little bit different.
Well, thank you very much, and yes, it is different, and that was my hope that it would be different. The inspiration came when Ford acquired Jaguar in fourth quarter of '89, and I run a repair for Jag, and I've always been kind of a hot rodder car nut, a little bit of everything, and I thought, if I could slam that 60-degree V12 behind a grill shell, it would work. So that was what started it.
I don't have a lot of experience with Jaguar running gear. Is this a tremendous more amount of power than a standard, say, a 350 Chev, or about the same, or what are the benefits?
About the same. It's actually a small block. It's a 326 cubic inch stock. I've run it to 346, and I put some cams in it. And it's 390 horsepower, naturally aspirated at about 5850, and it's 535 with the NOS at 5860.
Rumor is the Jaguar motors are pretty temperamental. Is that the case with this?
No, that was for the old six-cylinder, but this V12 is a wet-line steel liner, single overhead cam, and it's very reliable. A lot of the people would either run them out of oil or they just cook them. But it's quite resilient, and it runs very strong. Has 4-bolt mains, and it's girdled halfway up into the car, so it's pretty stout. So
when you go to car shows, what kind of reaction do you get with? Does everybody really like it, or are there a few people that grumble that you should have put a small block in it?
Well, yes, there was one good old boy that came by and said, "Damn, they take those things out and put Chevys in," and I told him, "How do you think I got mine?" But most people like it because it's different. And it doesn't look like a foreign engine. I mean, it has that kind of mechanical gearhead look. It's got lots of nuts and bolts. And so I knew if I left the hood side open, it's a very tall, slender motor, that I thought it would work okay. And I think it's proved me out. It gets a lot of compliments because it is so different.
Well, Bob, you made some good choices. This is a beautiful car, and thanks for taking the time to talk to us.
Well, thank you. The pleasure's all mine. I hope you enjoy it.
All right, thanks.
Bye.
I'm standing here with Matt Ross, and this is his beautiful car. What kind of car is this, Matt?
It's a 1951 Glasspar.
I'm amazed at just how well it's kept up, how beautiful it is for a 1951. How did you come to acquire this?
I knew the original owner as a kid not many years ago, but I've seen the car on and off, and the gentleman that owned it was a friend of ours, and he passed away, and we had a chance to acquire it.
You were coveting this car from a distance for a while. Now, have you done a lot of work to it since you acquired it?
No, all the body work was done by the gentleman. I just, keep up with the mechanical. It probably could use some redo on the paint, but I keep it in the respect for him as it is until it really is going to need it.
And this is all fiberglass, correct?
Yes, all hand-laid glass.
Oh, that's beautiful. Tell me about the straps on top. What's the purpose of those?
They're just a hood strap decorative. They really weren't in the original, but it helps break up from the hood not having much or anything up and in the front.
I love the interior, the cushions and everything. It looks like a car that's completely built for speed.
Yeah, it's comfortable. He did all the interior himself, too, which he was scared to do, but his one friend was an upholsterer and told him, "You're going to do it."
It's a stick shift, right?
It looks like a stick, but it actually is a Turbo Hydro 400 automatic.
Now, the company that built this originally or does make boats, right? This came about from a boat kind of thought process?
Yeah. Glasspar Boat Company in Huntington Beach, California.
Now, Matt, tell me the history of the company of Glasspar, because they're pretty unique and industrial in their way.
Yeah, Glasspar was a boat company, and there was two owners, and one owner, I guess, stuck to the boating, and the other owner liked vehicles, so he decided to make a car, or to be the first produced fiberglass car.
And what inspired him to come up with this body style?
He modeled it kind of off a 120 Jag to have the sloping lines, the drop-down seating, and, I guess he went from there.
I can definitely see. It also kind of looks like a Corvette in a little bit. Is there any kind of Corvette history?
Yeah, Bill Tritt, the gentleman, I believe he took this to the Autorama, and GM, I guess, acquired to ask him questions about fiberglass working. And being he knew about fiberglass, I guess from then on, at the end of when they built these in 53, I guess 54 is when the first Corvette came out. So I'd say it kind of inspired GM to do the Corvette.
Well, it's an amazing car, especially in 1951. I can't believe it. must be very, very proud and a happy owner.
Yeah, I definitely enjoy the car.
Well, thank you very much, Matt.
Thank you.
Signe, get down here. Get down here. We've got a show to shoot. Come on, get down here. Now, get down here. Come on. I don't care. Get down here now. I tell you. You know, I lose sight of you for 5 minutes, and I got to go find you. This happens every time.
Hi, I'm standing with Bob Brock, who has this beautiful Triumph TR3 from Britain. Bob, I got to tell you, out of all the cars here, honestly, this is the car that I could see myself riding in. I love this. I think it's just amazing. How did you acquire it?
They told me you'd say that. This one I got from a landscape architect sitting on a pile of rocks. My nephew actually worked for him and he told me that there was an old TR sitting over there and come over and look at it. And for months I put him off, and finally I did go over and look at it. The TR2 was originally the car that saved the company. This is the predecessor of that, the TR3, which came just shortly after the TR2. But it came over here and started beating all the MGs and Jaguars, and I think it was 1968 that they won Le Mans. This is a 59 TR3A.
I was noticing on the inside there's no door handles. Is that one of the ways they cut corners?
That's one of the ways I'm sure they cut corners. I mean, you know, a piece of plastic is a lot better than a chrome piece, I guess. But yes, you open it from the inside from a wire that's covered with plastic.
And now it has a back seat, but can anyone actually sit back there?
Well, all three of my sons, who are looking at me right over there, used to ride in the back seat of that car. Now, when you get a little older, as big as they are now, we're not going to get them in. But I have 8 grandkids that I've had in this car.
8 grandkids. Oh my gosh. I wish you were my grandfather. I would have loved to ride around in this. Yeah. Well, thank you very much, Bob. I really love your car. I think it's a wonderful car, and you've done a great job with it.
Well, thank you very much.
I love old Cadillacs. Ron Jones has the prettiest one here. Ron, this is a fantastic looking car.
Thank you very much.
It's a really classy combination of a hot rod and classy car with a Northstar motor in it. How did this all come about?
Well, it was kind of an idea I had a couple years ago when we were going to redo the car for the second time. The gentleman that did the vehicle, Vince Borzilleri, took me months to convince him to throw a Northstar in here, and when he was painting it, I somehow convinced him to do it, and here it is.
And the Northstar, you mentioned earlier that it is difficult motor to find. How did you get it, and how are you lucky? I mean, this is what a perfect combination, Northstar and a '49 Cadillac.
Well, you can't get them from GM. You have to get them from a wrecked Cadillac, or what we did was we bought it from a high-performance sand rail company and threw it in.
The power difference, obviously this is a much more powerful car than it was originally, but is this a real neck snapper, or what do you have going on here?
Right, it's a little built. It's stage 2. It's a little over 400 horsepower. I believe the stock horsepower was under 200, so, you know, we changed the whole drivetrain. It's got a 700 R4 transmission in it, but it is running on the stock differential.
All right. Well, Ron, thank you very much. Beautiful car.
Thank you.
All right.
I'm with Robin Petgrave, and we're standing in front of Celebrity Helicopter. He is the wonderful pilot of the Celebrity Helicopter. Now, how did you come to do this in your career?
It's amazing. You know, car shows are a big magnet for people and kids and all that stuff. And Celebrity Helicopters, we were actually asked by the airport manager to come down here and help to up the value of this car show. And so we came down and we were basically giving rides to kids so they can get introduced to aviation and things like that. Celebrity Helicopters, we do a lot of other things too. We do TV shows, films. I've flown in over 40 productions. I don't know if you saw the movie Broken Arrow with John Travolta, or Eraser, or if you go to the video store right now, you can rent Long Shot, Vengeance, The Circuit 2. We do a lot of films, and that's what Celebrity Helicopters is best known for. Actually, a lot of the stuff that I've done, you never know I did it because the cameras are on the helicopter and they're filming from the helicopter. So you see these beautiful shots in these movies, and you'll never see me because I'm flying the camera. We also have a flight training school, so we teach people to fly.
Awesome. Now, I've never been up in a helicopter, so I'm kind of nervous, but really, really exciting. Is there anything I should know or be prepared for?
Yes. Don't throw up on the black guy. No, seriously. We fly per the customer. So whatever it is you're looking for or whatever you're afraid of, we'll make sure that, you know, the ride fits your mood.
Well, I'm pretty adventurous, and I like rock and roll. Can you do that for me?
Oh, I think so. Yeah, we got rock and roll.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Bob, and I'm looking forward to it.